Hello everyone, for today's road trip we're going to enjoy the West Orange Trail and historic downtown Winter Garden. So
let's pull the doors, drop the top, and go have some fun.
You know you take me out from where I'm supposed to be. Thought I was content, now I won't leave.
Since it's so close to our house, we're going to start at the Killarney station, rent a couple bicycles. Here's the bike rental information here at the Killarney station. It is Bike and Blades, privately owned company. You have your comfort bikes, $9 an hour, $35 a day, or $125 a week. And then you have your road bikes, $13 an hour, $60 a day, or $175 a week. There's my bike for the day, the green one. Nikki has the blue one, and pro tip, all the bikes are equipped with a water bottle holder, so make sure you bring a water bottle. And for us, we've already attached the GoPro for some exciting biking shots. The Killarney station is the westernmost station of the West Orange Trail, so we have to head east towards Winter Garden.
Yes.
If we went west, we'd be going to Lake County. Visitors from Disney or Universal Studios can reach Winter Garden and the West Orange Trail by car in about 25 to 30 minutes. This trail is paved over old railroad tracks. 22 miles of this trail to be exact. We're going to go through urban and suburban sections of Orange County, including Oakland, Winter Garden, and Apopka on this trail. We're not going to go all the way to Apopka today, though. Yes, I do have a GoPro on my hat. But I stopped here because not even a mile, maybe not even half a mile after the Killarney station, one of my favorite things about this trail, this old railroad bridge. Awesome. So pretty. Nikki walked this trail every day during quarantine in 2020. .4 miles from the start at Killarney Station, we have the Oakland Nature Preserve. Several different walking trails inside the Oakland Nature Preserve. One will take you all the way to Lake Apopka. But they have others that kind of just walk you through the forestry. There's one of the trails right there, Fitness in Nature, the Machete Trail. You can have self-guided hikes or guided hikes. There's a native plant sale and crafts and animal interactions and presentations and more inside of the Oakland Nature Preserve. If you want, you can just drive to the Oakland Nature Preserve. I'll leave the address in the description box. I am happy we went with the comfort bikes instead of the road bikes. The seats are a little more comfortable on the comfort bikes. We are now at the Oakland Outpost. Let's show you around the small town, cute little small town of Oakland. This building here, they just completed very recently, just recently constructed. It is the Arts and Heritage Center at the town of Oakland. A few little exhibits inside. It's closed right now. We can't go inside and check it out, but they do have some exhibits in there. Right outside of the Heritage Center, sculpture here called Cloud Cycle. And picnic tables at the Oakland Outpost. And there are restrooms at this little outpost. This building here is the old town hall. They built a new one just around the corner. And here's the new one right here. Still has a very classic feel and look to it though. This quaint little building right here is the post office. As a resident of the town of Oakland, I use this quite often. Okay, let's head on down the trail. I think the next major point of interest, a butterfly garden.
So during quarantine, one of my favorite things to do was walk the trail. I was out here every single day walking this exact route that we're showing you right now.
For a water break, and we have chosen a very beautiful and scenic place, Oakland Park, for the water break.
Oh, it's beautiful with the lake and the Spanish moss on the trees. It's such a quaint little neighborhood. Absolutely beautiful. Storybook, in fact.
There's some of the houses right there, right next to the tree, just Spanish moss just hanging from the trees over in that section. And then over here, look at this tree. I think there's actually a plaque down there. Let's go take a closer look at it. The plaque is a dedication to Mayor Jack Quisenberry, 1981 to 2008. I think that's the year he served as mayor. But it's right here by this tree. Such a grand old tree. Huge. There's a walking trail around this lake. There's the tree again. They have a little picnic area. Let's walk a little closer to the lake. More of these huge trees and this covered in Spanish moss. This is beautiful right here. I'm just gonna shut up and let you guys enjoy the view, especially down here by the water. A very, very scenic spot. This spot right here with the trees in the water. Nikki actually knows what these trees are. What kind of trees are these?
Well, actually, I Google imaged it, so.
Well, between you and Google, y'all know everything.
Exactly.
This one Google knew.
Yeah, so according to Google, it's a cypress knee.
It likes the water.
It does. It lives right there in the water. It's incredible.
So pretty here. Like I said, a very nice spot for a water break, but now it's time to clip the GoPro back to the hat and head on down to the butterfly garden. All types of cyclists use the trail. Those a little more professional. We're a little more casual on this end of the camera.
Something to note is that the trail is a lot busier on the weekends.
Oh yeah.
It was very busy during quarantine. Yes, there's always more professional cyclists, and then you've got the recreational, and then you have runners and joggers, and you have inline skaters.
Yeah.
So it's a busy trail, but it's a lot of fun. Everybody is very respectful, and actually we'll say on your left to kind of give you a heads up as if they're sneaking up behind you.
And I haven't asked Nikki, but as far as I'm concerned, the bikes, those are nice bikes.
Yes, super comfy. I really haven't switched gears yet, but have you switched gears?
No.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm really impressed with them.
Yeah, they bike really well.
Yeah, they do.
A very interesting landmark as you walk or bike or jog down the West Orange Trail. What is this, Nikki?
They carved it into an alligator. How cool is that?
A tree stump that has an alligator carved into it. It's a very pretty tree stump. .8 miles after we left Killarney Station, we have made it to the butterfly garden. And right off the bat, as soon as we step into the butterfly garden, a butterfly. Nikki's getting a picture of it right now, probably for Instagram. So just a little sidewalk loop here around different types of flowers and foliage. I'm assuming meant to attract butterflies.
So this area has really, the flowers have really come into bloom since the quarantine. Absolutely gorgeous. I've seen at least 4 different types of butterflies.
Well, life finds a way. Also near the butterfly garden, a little parking lot. A lot of people will park here with their bikes or their blades or just get out and start jogging the trail. So just a little parking spot for you. All the little stations and outposts should have a map. Where did we start, Nikki?
So we started at Killarney Station, then we hit up Oakland Nature Preserve and Oakland Outpost. So we're headed, and we're here right now.
That's where we are.
The Tilden Outpost, heading into the Winter Garden Station.
And I think we're going to end like right here at the Chapin Station. But then you can see the trail goes on and on all the way like to Apopka up there.
Right, exactly. Up to Welch Road.
Yeah.
Mile 22.
Yep, 22 miles of trail for the West Orange Trail. But like I said...
Yeah, so essentially we started at 0, and then we're going to follow it all the way up to about mile 7, right? Yeah. But yeah, there's 22 miles on this set.
And like I said, that's where we started. If we had gone the other way, the trail continues. The bike trail does continue that way. It's just that's into Lake County, so it's no longer the West Orange Trail. Lake County has its own set of trails.
Also, Lake County is very, very hilly, so if you're looking for a challenge, that's a good direction to go. Yes, big hills. Next stop, historic downtown Winter Garden. Wait for me, honey. Wait for me. It's definitely cooler riding a bike than it is walking because you create your own breeze.
We have made it to downtown historic Winter Garden. First thing I gotta show you is City Hall. Looks like a superhero building.
It does, it looks like Gotham.
Yeah, well, like the Justice League to me, or Gotham, you're right.
Yeah.
There's the new City Hall. I still call it new, even though it was finished in 2008. Pretty cool looking. The bike path, the West Orange Trail, goes right through the center of historic downtown Winter Garden. One thing I really like about downtown Winter Garden, the streets paved with brick. Actually, before we get too deep into Winter Garden's history and the things you can do here, let's get to the station, the Winter Garden station, and then we'll double back and show you the city. We've made it to the Winter Garden station. This is 5.2 miles from where we started at Killarney. They do rent bikes here. It's a different company, so the pricing may be different than what we showed you earlier, but you can rent bikes and stuff here at the Winter Garden station. If you're visiting from out of town, you're staying at like Universal Studios area or the Disney area, this is most likely the station you would come to.
I agree.
If we were to travel another 2 miles in this direction, we would hit the Chapin station, and then another 4.5 miles after Chapin would be the Ingram Outpost. And then it's a long way to Apopka. And Nikki here, she does not like the way I'm saying Chapin.
Well, I don't know. I've always called it Chapin Station, so I'm not sure which way it's supposed to be pronounced, but you guys decide.
Chapin, Chapin, tomato, tomato.
Who says tomatoes?
I know. Who says Chapin?
You do.
Oh,
I say Chapin.
I can't remember which one I say now. So now we'll double back. We'll show you historic downtown Winter Garden. Some of our favorite spots, some historical spots. I know Nikki wants to get into the history, but here's the only history you need to know. Just like a mile down the road there used to be a hospital. I was born in that hospital down by the lake. It
doesn't exist anymore. It's just an open field.
I outlived the hospital.
You did.
And the other historical thing to note, Nikki was a lifeguard for the city of Winter Garden, just down the road here as well.
I was at and I saved 2 kids down at that Winter Garden City pool.
And I saved you. Your Dodge Daytona broke down the road there.
It did. I had that car was horrible.
So you saved 2 people, I saved 1.
Yeah.
I have to say, you know, this is not our like most wild or crazy adventure.
Right.
But I am enjoying myself this morning.
Me too. It's such a wonderful, beautiful like trail and so relaxing.
A great way to spend the day. Real fast, just because I think it's a pretty church. This is the First Baptist Church of Winter Garden. I love the brick. I just think it's pretty. there's the plaque. That's where we're going. Winter Garden incorporated in 1908. Two cool museums to visit downtown Winter Garden, Plant Street to be exact, the Heritage Museum and then the Railway Museum. Can't go in the museum today, not just yet. We have not quite reached the 11 a.m. hour, and that's when it opens today. If you saw any of my quarantine videos, then you know I used this little train right here as a backdrop to introduce some of my videos during quarantine. Even though we can't go inside yet, there are a few things we can look outside that are pretty cool. In addition to that train we just saw, there's this old wagon here. And then around the corner, this old Winter Garden fire truck. So classic looking. And then an old tractor here. I like the paint job, looks pretty cool. And then around this corner, a couple more tractors. Man, they look really old, especially that one right there. Holy mackerel. Behind us here, the Winter Garden Clock Tower. Did you know that lightning struck that tower in 1955 and it hasn't worked since? I implore you, donate. Save the clock tower.
Save the clock tower! Save the clock tower! Mayor Wilson is sponsoring an initiative to replace that clock. 30 years ago, lightning struck that clock tower and the clock hasn't run since.
I implore you, donate. Save the clock tower. Save the clock tower. Okay, before we head deep into downtown, you got something to say?
So there's a few things that happen around here. They have live music on Friday nights, a history of having car shows, like antique car shows.
Those are nice.
They have golf cart parades during Christmas time, which is great. And then the entire street is lit with beautiful Christmas lights.
So pretty during Christmas time.
Yeah.
Downtown Winter Garden, so pretty during Christmas time. And the car shows are really cool. And that's usually what, like on a Friday or a Saturday. The weekends they would do that extra stuff.
Absolutely. So, you know, check the Winter Garden Facebook page and their website. We'll put it down below in the description to see all the cool things that happen throughout the year.
Yeah. Here's a personal recommendation. This comes with my highest personal recommendation. If you like fine dining, the Chef's Table at the Edgewater Hotel here on Plant Street has won awards the length of my arm. A laundry list of awards from like best appetizer, best atmosphere, most romantic, a very, like if you want to go on an anniversary dinner, this would be the place to go to. Well, this is new. Now they're serving brunch as well. Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, 11 to 2:30. I didn't know that. But if you want something a little more casual, we do recommend the Winter Garden Pizza Company. We've been eating here for what, Nikki? I don't know, 20 years or more?
Since the pandemic, they have added a ton of outdoor seating. Honestly, I hope they keep it. It has just added to the ambiance and the character of downtown Winter Garden with all of the umbrellas and outdoor seating areas.
I agree 100%. A popular spot for ice cream is Scoops, also by the Edgewater Hotel. So all down Plant Street here, the historic district, tons and tons of places to eat. A lot of them very, very good. We're just going to give you, I think, like some of our favorites, our top ones. So I've shown you the Chef's Table and more casual, the Winter Garden Pizza Company. A little bit down the road here, my favorite all-time restaurant. Centennial Plaza, very cute little area. It's got tables for sitting, it's got porch swings and a little fountain.
So as our daughters were growing up, we took a lot of homecoming pictures and prom pictures here. So beautiful backdrops for formal events and informal.
Yeah, well, prom, homecoming, maybe wedding, engagement photos.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Or just some fun photo spots. Here's one of the fun little photo spots right now. Nikki on a swing under an orange tree. I heart Winter Garden, right? So cute. But a lot of people will utilize this brick look and take photos anywhere. There's so many great photo spots. Across the street, a very popular Mexican restaurant. And then right there on the corner, a very popular pastries restaurant. Here's a historic landmark. The Garden Theater underwent several renovations until closing in 1963. The city of Winter Garden purchased the building in 2002 and it was reopened in 2008. Next to the Garden Theater
is one of our favorite and very unique bars. It's called Pilar's and Pilar's Loft.
We actually know one of the owners.
We sure do, and we coached in soccer their daughter. It was awesome. So Pilar's opens daily at 5 during the week and 1 o'clock in the afternoon on the weekends. There's live music Thursday through Sunday upstairs in the loft with open mic night on Thursdays.
They have a little splash pad for the kids, or maybe moms and dads too, to play in. We're here on a Saturday, so you know what that means? A farmer's market. It's open Saturdays 8 to 1 with over 90 vendors.
The Winter Garden Farmers Market was voted Best of the Best by Orlando Family for 2020. The farmers market sells fresh produce, plants, flowers, herbs, baked goods, artisan crafts, local food, and beverages.
And that is the public parking garage we mentioned earlier. We have bought some really good stuff from this farmer's market. Remember the bread we got that one time?
Yes, the sourdough bread.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna stop there, and then my dad loves hot sauce, so I think I'm gonna stop at the hot sauce cart as well.
Okay. We don't have baskets on the bikes.
No.
They need to have bikes with baskets.
Or do the trolley like little thing behind them,
Yeah.
and we'll just fill it up with
It
stuff.
depends on how much you want to buy.
Exactly.
I'm going to suggest baskets though.
Okay.
So I got a smoothie. It's called the I Want to Be Hawaiian. Pineapple, orange, banana, and dates. Oh, I can't wait to try it. I'm so thirsty. Well, mine was really good. I'm finished.
I got a larger size, so I'm still working on it, but it's fantastic.
Very refreshing. We could spend all day in here.
Yeah, we could.
But we have some other Winter Garden stuff to show you. The American Legion, Post 63. Pretty cool looking building. Looks kind of like log cabin-ish. Other than bingo, not exactly sure what goes on here. If someone knows of some other activities that occurs at the American Legion, leave a comment in the comment section. The city of Winter Garden is golf cart friendly. You'll see a lot of these driving around the streets here. We are now on the west end of Plant Street. A couple cool things down this way, starting with my all-time favorite restaurant, Matthew's Steakhouse. I do highly recommend this. This is my all-time favorite restaurant. You will need to book a table 7 to 10 days in advance for this place. Matthew's Steakhouse is family owned, opened by a family who immigrated here from Germany. Now I've been going to Matthew's I think for well over 20 years. I love it. In fact, this is how highly I recommend it. If I was on death row and I was allowed one last meal, it would be steak from Matthews. That's how highly I think of this place. One last thing to show you before we hit the West Orange Trail and head home. The Plant Street Market. A lot of little boutique shops inside of this place. Different places to get food and different type of merchandise. And then we have the Crooked Can Brewing Company. This whole complex is very, very popular on a Friday or Saturday night. Downtown Winter Garden, a lovely, lovely place. We've lived in the Winter Garden area forever.
Yeah, decades and decades.
You know, I've actually born here, but then like as an adult, this is where we made our home for our family.
Right, and lots of changes and lots of growth and a lot of improvement over time.
And this is the historic downtown section. Winter Garden extends very close to Walt Disney World, in fact.
Yes, very, very close.
Yeah. So if you buy a house out that way, you will have to travel a bit to get to the historic section. But speaking of traveling, let's hop on the bikes. Get on back to the Killarney station.
Okay.
The funny thing is, on my original channel, RixFlix, I do have a live stream from Universal tonight. Nothing like a little 10-mile bike ride to warm up for that. Check it out, Nikki. No hands, no incident. Overall, this was a pretty awesome day. Okay, back at Killarney, the bikes all returned. I have to say, this was more fun than I expected.
Absolutely, it was a lot of work too, but it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it.
A very enjoyable day. You guys should do it.
Absolutely.
Speaking of doing stuff, you want to go home and rest and then join me on a live stream tonight from Universal?
We'll see.
Let's go get a shower and a nap. I have to go. I have to do it.
Yes, you do.
But we're all done for today, so
Adventure is out there.
you'll find it on a road trip.